Hello and welcome to episode 40 of the thing here watching that you should know what is by now. Um, yeah, this is some sort of last push from the British, I suppose. We are bringing everything. They are raiding us. We have Zeppeliners. Thousand is avoiding torpedoes, so one of those extremely rare air. Do you belong to Saxmund? Bit away. Okay, I guess he avoided the torpedoes. Uh, oh my god, what happened here? Is that me? It was. Tirpitz is attacking a submarine. Okay, so there is one British submarine, maybe in the entire North Sea. Let's go to 20 with these guys. We have some reports here. Let's go to 25 with these guys. And 20. We haven't hit any mines yet. No, that's positive. No. It's an unknown ship. So there we are. Ulrich. Let's go line ahead. I will spend some time catching up. What's this? No. Oh, it's okay. So if I wanted to trail anyone, it needs to find the Bismarck. These guys can come down here. I, let's go squad max. So now we have range with the battle cruisers. Notice the torpedo range. Okay, they are falling behind. So let's do the destroyers again. How many cap ships? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, this will end in tears. Not for me. Too crowded. Oh. That's rough. Why am I not... What happened here? You are not turning together. What is this? Confusing. Let me just get the hell out of that turn together thing. Flash fire is a bitch. Let's do the 2 rotating wheel type attacks here. Keep an eye out for any living destroyers, but I don't think there are any. No, this battle is definitely over. Magazine hit on the little one. I think we can just go home. I think it would have been better for the AI to seek peace terms earlier, before his entire fleet was devastated and before I started invading all his holdings. Yeah. So the single surviving destroyer comes raging back in. Who is this? Salsenmund? Yes. Yes. Two destroyers survive. And I have damage to some destroyers. Okay, yeah. The government of Great Britain has collapsed in a revolution. The Prime Minister has been deposed. Oh my god, a communist regime. What have I done? What have I done? No, I'm sorry. I would have to go to war with the British again to topple this horrid communist thing that is now. Yeah, okay. Harsh peace terms, what is that? 10, yeah, so I could definitely have seized. I could have seized Ireland, but now I cannot. Okay. No point crying. Egypt, that's 8. Sierra Leone, yeah, I was invading it. Is there anything? Halifax. Hard to tell which is which. Nova Scotia. Okay, so we will take Nova Scotia. That's 13. And we'll take the Falklands just out of spite because it's the only base on South American East Coast. Smooth. Smooth, smooth, smooth. And this continues. And let's copy. Okay. And that was the end of the big war against Great Britain, which leaves Great Britain so far behind it's not even funny. But they have a big budget, not as big as the US, of course, but it's a decent budget, and they are unburdened by all the trash that everyone else has, so they can definitely come back from this. I think France has grown considerably since last we tangled, and it's not impossible to look upon them as a rival. Yeah, you can see. This is exactly the same that happened last time. I am absolutely the last one to have any aircraft. I wasn't talking about license building aircraft, but I have no idea how I do that. Maybe I should check out the rules for that. But I don't think I've sort of missed anything. I'm just gonna take a quick break there and see what I have to do to bring my finances back under control. Okay, so I've done a great deal of work in the background here, sending people back to home port in northern Europe, and also put most things on mothball or reserve, halted the construction of 2 big boys. I have started a bunch of building some airship bases, since I'm the only one without aircraft. I find that very peculiar. The exact same thing happened, not the last time, because then I played with normal planes and tech, but the time before that, when I played with late planes and slower tech as the US, I got exactly the same. Several years behind the others for some reason. Not sure why, but... And also I'm fortifying some key possessions. Nova Scotia, Malta, Egypt, and the Kaiser also demands fortification in the Pacific. So oddly enough, we have the opportunity here to take over 2 air bases from the UK, but we don't have any aircraft to put on them. I've also completely rearranged my fleets here. I've a speedy division in up front, a mix of 15 and 14 inch. They are ish the same. And then I have these Surflotte, the Baltic fleet anymore, but the East Sea. And that's a mix of 14 and 12 inchers. I'm thinking those I can use for future invasions or sort of side missions. I have 2 additional battleships building that will fill out this squadron. And then I need to start getting planes and building carriers and bigger destroyers and so forth. So this could be sort of where it caps in terms of battle divisions. I also have a Schlacht battleship reserve, Schlachtschiff Reserve, where I put my very slow 12 inchers. I might end up scrapping them fairly soon, but they don't cost that much to have hanging around in mothballs. So really wish I had pushed the speed up to more than 19 knots. Also rearranged the battle cruisers into 2 groups, two mixed 14-12 groups. The other Kemperbad tank, so this one is basically one short, but what can you do? This is a more powerful front line unit, and my 2 building battle cruisers will go into this, and they are also speed 29, so they are somewhat faster. Still, my cruiser reserve, still thinking about using those as light carriers. Light cruiser divisions, I haven't really set any roles for them, so that role screen for high seas fleet, that role screen for battle cruiser, that role screen other battle cruiser. These are the slower light cruisers. Green Ostseeflotte. And this one I don't know yet. colonial cruisers. One short, one sank. So I had to take another of the more modern ships and put it on colonial. So one of the cruisers from the light cruiser reserve, yeah, this one is on foreign station as well. It's a bit of a waste. I might have to start building a few colonial cruisers. All the Splotten Sarstörers have 6 of my most modern, as of yet, destroyers. These others have a sort of a mix of the leftovers, and eventually all these 1500 tonners will fill out these torpedo destroyers, while the rest, bigger destroyers, 2000, 2500 ton destroyers, will go into these other groups. I've redone my research. I now have sort of 5 priorities: armor, damage control, light forces, anti-aircraft artillery, and naval guns. I am also going to boost intelligence on the US and Japan, probably to medium. The US is now by far the most important nation on the planet. They have a budget that's way higher than anyone else. And they have a fleet that's considerably stronger than mine. I think my battle line could stand up against them. They have many smaller 12-inch gunships. Same with battle cruisers, but in battle cruisers they also have plenty of 14, 15, and a few 16-inch ships. And these are 29, 30, 31 knots. And they aren't that heavy, so I think they are very thinly armored. But the US is also the only nation to actually have light carriers in service. But these are, shall we say, relatively weak. 7,000 tons. Barely a tiny squadron of something aboard. Probably fighters or whatever. They're not hitting anything anyway, so. So once things settle down and we free up, yeah, we have 10 more destroyers building, and we'll resume construction and start refitting, because not everything has advanced directors. We have dual purpose now. We have better 6-inch guns. So there's quite a bit to be done without spending an insane amount of resources. Let me just check something here. I just need to answer. Here. Yeah, I think that's it. We have docks building. We are on par with the UK in docks. US is lagging somewhat behind. Not sure what's that about. As you can see, up to this point, these are pretty small battleships, but at least they have 14-inch guns. Nothing they have. It's mainly 10 times 14. So if we jump up here, they have some impressive 40,000 ton battle cruisers, 29, and these have 32 speed. That can't be right. But anyway, they have 14-inch guns, 15-inch guns, 16-inch guns. So obviously these can hurt you. They're building a new light heavy cruiser. Their light cruisers are rubbish, but have mines. Light carriers, rubbish. They don't have very many destroyers, but they are building a ton of 1100 tonners. with 8 torpedo tubes, so that is strong. And 14 mines, 5-inch guns, relatively slow, but yeah. So let's push forward for a few turns. I don't have time to play much today. 3 destroyers are commissioned. We can't seem to figure out improved hydrophones. They continue slaughtering each other. The Russians lose a dreadnought. Japan loses a battle cruiser. Spain has rebuilt the ship. Okay. Insufficient. Wow. No. Let's see. I had some of these here last repairing, so this one will be back soon. Guess I could put this one on foreign station. No, it's so small, it hardly counts. Mothball. Let's do that. My foreign station requirements are starting to get pretty heavy. If you compare that to the start where it was it 3,000, 3,000, 4,000? No, it was 2,000, 2,000, 3,000, so a total of 7,000. Now I have this. The med, of course, spiked because of both Malta and not so much, but especially Egypt, West Africa, Indian Ocean. Where's the Caribbean? Yeah. So, yeah, North American East Coast. So anyway, that's the first stepping stone. I hope it doesn't annoy the Americans too much, but this one can be fortified, and I can build air bases there. And for some reason, Bermuda isn't British. That's sad, because Nassau, Bermuda, Halifax, that would be a good triangle, and one additional airport here, then I could at least have some aircraft, land-based aircraft helping me out if and or when we get into trouble with the US. In which case I would keep the majority of my fleet back, but I could at least send some powerful squadrons and expect them to have some air support from land. And it's the same idea here, really. I now have pretty good coverage everywhere. I could have used Rhodes, could have used Gibraltar, but anyway. I have relatively good air coverage here as well, but well, you can't have everything. So already my balance is starting to improve. These now can do the mothball. Anything else? Reserve, mothball, reserve. Active, no. Reserve. Yes, these came up from the west coast of Africa. These are mothballed. These are reserve. I have one ship pairing. I can resume. I can resume both because we have so much money in the bank, and now the budget is much lower, so I don't really want to have too much money in the bank. The Reichstag always gets upset about that. So turn. One destroyer commission. Yes, Great Britain resents us controlling Nova Scotia. Yeah, I think with their fleet, they should just get used to that. That is also part of the point. If I had taken Ireland, I'm pretty sure it would annoy them too. But now I have Norway and Nova Scotia, so the chance of tension with Britain going up, especially once a few years have passed and this war is a long forgotten memory, then I think there's a good chance that we might manage to get into a war. And yes, the British king, is currently visiting his cousin, the Kaiser, and they've been talking with the Tsar over in Russia, and they are very sorry about the whole communism thing and are talking about ways to get him back on the throne. Now, division editor. I am now filling up these squadrons with extra destroyers because we need sort of a destroyer surplus so we can fill the holes. And how long until the bases are done? Airship bases, yes. So once that's done, we can look at increasing, now setting up some refits. No, airships aren't fashionable anymore, but yeah. Admiral Beck below average, South Pacific, brilliant. Yes, arms, this is very good. We could definitely use more attention. All forward main armament, okay. Tension, I hope it spikes, yeah. This is brilliant. And the budget was improved and everyone's happy, basically. Let's see, January, oh, I didn't see that. Make the agent a national hero, yeah, sure. New fighter. Counter flooding. Okay, I forgot to save on January, so let's do it now. Budget is almost in balance. I think we'll start to look at some refits, and we will start with some modern ships. Let's look at these battleships, for example. These are doing fine, but we can upgrade the 6-inchers. That's costing a few thousand. Dreadnought. We want to go late Dreadnought? No, we are still in the 20s, so it's a pretty boring anchor chain, really. I don't like it. There was sure. Boat. Here we have a boat. Okay, now let's stop goofing around. It's dual purpose, and of course improve directors and clear mounts. Add mount. Let's make that a triple, I think. Okay, triple is fine. Let's mount it there. You lose out on the ability to sort of reload until we get deck reloads for deck, but I think it's still much better. So now we have some heavy anti-air. Let's just push in some 18 light and there. Save. Yes, definitely. The bits. I think these are mostly modern. No, improved director, grade the guns, dual purpose, layer mounts. Some light AA. We're slightly overweight. Yeah, I think that's fine. It's not by much. No. I'm not ready for even faster cruisers yet. Okay, so now we are heavily into the negative, so let's push forward. The war between Japan has ended. Austria-Hungary. Need to take a picture and report this is a bug. I'm pretty tired. The comma error you cannot do it like this. You have an exclamation point, open, comma, open, Austria-Hungary, and then the text is cut off. No. Borneo goes from Japan to Russia. I really had that. Budget, prestige, tension. Sure, this is great stuff. This is not great stuff. This is just stupid. I don't need a 19-inch gun, but okay, whatever. Oh, I hope we get to war with Britain again. Then we would completely trash them and take even more of their colonies. Yes. Go for it. Turn. Japan and Austria-Hungary. I didn't even know they were in the... Yeah, quadruple turrets, that's fine. Double gun mounts on DD, that's cool. But of course, they are useless. And I still cannot research heavier than air. I find it weird. Very strange mechanic there, but okay. Okay, we got some sort of research, but I missed the internal belt. Okay, that's cool. I mean, do I need crew quality to beat up the British? No. No, absolutely not. Let's look at these Kaisers. We need the improved corrector and the improved 6-inch guns. Dual purpose. But I don't need that many. And their mounts. It's not a great deal of light AA. We just go a little over the top. 14. No, I must wait until it's under. Ah, this is so annoying. Hmm. It's a lot of tonnage, but fine. No. Topside exceeded. By all means. We have more ships in the North American west coast than our bases can support. Why are they going there? The US still don't control Panama. Yeah, let's keep building the docks. Yes, they will continue to be allied to Austro-Hungary. France and the US still friends. We now have 0 quality 7 guns. We have a few light cruisers with 7-inch guns. Better torpedoes, always welcome. Repo. Yes, I think we could possibly manage to provoke them into a war. If we get lucky with an event or 3, it'd be super cool for us, not them. I need to look at some signs and really get things going with new ships. You can't just focus on rebuilding old stuff. We are overweight. Let's lose a director. It should be fine. Secondary director. Yeah, it's fine. No. Increased elevation. Oh, that's good. Pretty old ships. think we have a team here. Finally. No, no. No. I figured as much. I think maybe these cruisers are better. Oh, this one is old. Alright. Wow. Yeah, it's threatened by Great Britain. Very close. No. Ooh. And who's the #1 economy? Well, well, well. Let's get some new capital ships building. That will be for the next episode because I need to do stuff. Save and copy game.